Hello everyone, this is Cookies. I've got turn 28, I believe. It's been a few weeks since I've recorded, so I've forgotten a little bit about what was going on. If I remembered right, or if I remember right, Yes just won a major battle against Oceania, so they're trying to push that advantage. It looks like we've got Agartha attacking Oceania as well. And then we've got a lot of combat between Pyrene and Pythium. And and it looks like some combat between Pythium and Shinyama. So yeah, and then yeah, we've got the classic, yes, Machaka War, Agartha, yes, war. Everyone's fighting with yes. So let's go ahead and dive in. So from Pythium, research is actually faster than I realized. Should have Soul Slay next turn, and I'm starting the two summon Draconians. Sufficient troops is the bigger question now. It's possible Jotun or Agartha attacked Shen. Both expressed interest but didn't commit. I think it makes sense for them strategically. It would probably be my best chance to survive this. For now, I'm sending some cheeky pings. The turn the nap should end. Technically a violation, but I feel I can survive the damage to my reputation. Given Shinyu abandoned war with me to end nap instead. If not, I guess I'll be the villain. Alright. And then from Jotunheim. Okay, so now it's storming time for sure. Fighting in Heat 4 is terrible, but what can you do? It's only terrible if you're rocking the Sacreds, because they have cold power. All the Scales troops should be generally okay. So, yeah, let's see it. Alright, so we got Call of the Winds. It has a tendency to just jump on PD, but in this case it jumped on the mage. If it jumps on the commander next and kills him... No. Alright. Well, it did, but it didn't quite survive long enough. But killing this Regina is really nice. 260 gold mage. In Range of Light, we have the main army killing 1 PD. So we're looking at 62 Emerald Knights, 40 archers, 1 mage, and 1 commander. Then in the Range of Adventure, got a small raid. Should be able to clean up this PD. It is crossbows against archers and swordsmen against light infantry. Should have a quality advantage here. Even the crossbowmen, I guess they've got 7 protection versus 5. Here we go. Alright, and then we have 3 people fighting over Great Barrier, it looks like. So Agartha attacks Oceania first. Number of Olms, they're going to kill some PD. No casualties. Yeah, we got an Olm Sage and an Oracle of the Ancients. Then Yes rolls in. So they're not communicating their raids, and this will hurt losing this GSS thug. And they should lose it. Ooh, quickness too. So yeah, 27 combat speed. But it's a lot of Mind Blast. 15 MR actually survives the first wave without getting paralyzed like the Morvark Knight. But not for long. Alright. Easy clap for Agartha there. They should be pretty good against elves. Then... Alright, so now we've got the Jotunheim army moving on to the cap. So we got a long line of Thrum Surnings. Sorry, it's not cold power, it's ice protection. So they're going to have weaker protection because it's basic and now it's reduced to 2 for the natural protection. But I mean, they've still got a chainmail hauberk, so and a shield, so they've got a fair amount of protection here. 41 hit points. Their cold auras also not going to be doing much here. Yeah, heat 4. This is chill 3. I don't see any auras on the battlefield. So we have the initial line, along with a fair number of mages in here. And then kind of like a second line. And then we've got some attack rear bait. On the boss side, patrolling outside with a bunch of Mukarib. Now, this is something where if he decided not to defend the big PD dump, he could have been calling his god back. And there's a good chance he could have gotten it back. This is a lot of holy levels here. So, was that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. Yeah, probably could have had the god back by now. But he is trying to defend this PD dump. So we got a bunch of body ethereal spam. Mix of Janguard and Adite elite soldiers. They're going to slowly kind of move up to the front. All right, let's just see how it goes. Really quick, just as a reminder, this is the Jotunheim Bless. So you can see that. And this is the Nabab Bless. All right, and we get a Jotunheim victory. Now, what's the price for all this? 20 more Thrims hurtings. He's lost a lot of those, but they did carry the battle. Got 18 kills out of his Thrims codes. 9 out of the Scrotty. I think that was a lot of the Cold Bolt casting. The Chiefs even got 10. I think that was smiting from the Prophet. And then the Wolf Riders kind of traded out somewhat poorly. Janimir scored 8, lost 2. Mokaribs only got 2. I guess they were mostly doing point buffs. And then Jangard, not the best trade, but at least when I fought Jotunheim on Naba, I found the matchup to be pretty tough against Thrym's Herdings. So that's not overly surprising if they traded out somewhat poorly, even without the chill aura. And then you probably need a much heavier bless on the Jangard. And then the Adite Elite Soldiers did a little bit better, at least closer to even. And then the PD didn't do much. Let's go ahead and check this out again. So we've got 2 Nabah thugs. And we've got 2 Jotun thugs. So maybe we can follow them around the map and maybe see what these mages cast. So we've got 2 Caribs with Earth Gems. And then we've got a Malika here with a bunch of Fire Gems. Now, Cold Bolt is a decent choice because the Malika, I believe they, or no, a number of the Jinn have cold vulnerabilities. I guess the Malika don't. But they don't have necessarily resistances to it either. Yeah, so chakras, it's okay versus Jotunheim. I think that was more, he was thinking maybe later on he could do his own Wrathful Skies traps. Alright. So these are the 2 thugs. They're kind of like front and center. Kind of like anchoring parts of the line here with bodyguards. And then where are the thugs? Here's one on the left flank. And here's the other on the right flank. Now this one's also dual wielding a Blade of Grass, which does AP damage. So I kind of want to follow the thugs around. The Malika is doing lesser fire elementals. Oh, dang it. I didn't mean to do that. Let me... Alright. So we've got the 2 Nabah thugs here. I think these are the 2 Jotunheim thugs. Alright, so I'm a little bit curious to see how they do. So, this one, any kills? Yeah, kills a Thrym's Herding. Wounds a couple of others. And then this one also kills a couple of Thrym's Herdings. So they're taking out Thrym's Herdings. And then the 2 Jotun ones haven't quite really made it into battle. I guess this one's fighting. We'll see. Alright, so we've got... Okay, so both GSS thugs are still here. I mean, they're doing a lot of damage. That's for certain. So, I mean, this one's up to 3 Thrym Herdings. What were the buffs? Personal Misform, Shroud of Splendor, Displaced Body. Oh, and they got Body Ethereal put on them too, along with No, that was personal splendor. Displaced. Earth power, iron skin, personal misform. So 22 prod. Is the other one also 22 prod? It doesn't have the earth path. Okay. What did the two Caribs do? Strength of giants. Okay. And then strength of giants, temper armors. Okay. So here we have one of the thugs here going up against this guy. So probably killed the guy next to him. Yeah, kills the Jane guard. Now he's wounded. And then kills him. So I think we had a thug kill a thug there. Thrumscode hit the Janamir. Yep. So that's a solid kill for the Thrumscode. Ooh, and this time he gets hit by the Janamir. So this time he gets hit for 22. Could have been 40 damage. Might have killed him if it wasn't exceeding an area. So this guy's crippled now, but it does have blood surge. All the bodyguards have been slain though, but yeah, this guy goes ahead and kills the other Janamir. So 43 points of damage. Kills that one. Yeah, so this guy's killed both thugs. So this Garrod with the blade of grass. That's pretty cool. Always fun to see how the thugs play out in a battle. Let's keep going though. We've got a lot more combat. So in the storms, let's see, we've got another GSS Morvark. This one's just killing some PD though. They do potentially lose one. In Terranea, we've got a small raid killing one PD. What are you? Yeah, you're the hero. 4 HP. Man, that's sad, especially on a Valor commander. So +2. +2. This guy gives +4 leadership. If I had a nature 5 and had cure disease, I would totally cure disease on this guy. Yeah, because that'd be pretty nice to get a general that good. You could put a leadership kit on him and give all your humans like, I don't know, at least +10 morale. Should be an insane buff. Alright. But yeah, that's Terranea. Then in Silent Cavern, yeah, just kill some PD. We can see what the count has. He's probably just got a GSS though. Nope, not even a magic weapon, just being a count. Then in Kark, some more Vargs killing some PD. Then in Ivermark, got some more Vargs. Oh, but there's some counter rating. Let's see the gear. So just one GSS champion here from Durg. But the Siren, if Oceania does have Frozen Heart, I forget if they do, but that could be one way to kill this Morvark. Yeah, because they don't have any cold res. This one's a heroic toughness though, so 36 hit points. Oh, the Frozen Heart tracks onto someone else. Killing everyone except the mages. There we go. All right, so wipes that group. And that's 2 more mages down for Oceania. Then we've got Green Waters, Chaka back on the attack. Some Ichthids, killing 1 PD. Then in Underdark, let's see. A lot of Berkrits, but Agartha should be able to take care of this. All right. Doesn't lose anyone. Then in Grey Mountains, see another Count raid, Bogaton. I mean, this is a fair amount of PD. I suppose we can watch this. Got a Count in a Sorgina. She's going to do some imp spam. Looks like the imps that jumped back here got cleaned up. All right. Small victory for Pyrene. And then we've got Yes attacking Oceania. All right, another GSS thug going after some Kalulu. All right. And we've got a couple of Pythium attacks on Shenu. Or pings, I guess. That's what he was doing. All right, that's a pretty decent sized army. A fair number of dieback mono, a little bit of Evo bait, some lance catchers, some more Evo bait. We've got the general here with the halberd of might. So this one's thugged out as a commander, which is pretty nice to see. So life drain, halberd of might, the fire plate, and then the sleep aura. So makes for a pretty tough thug, especially with that AP life drain. And the sleep aura can dismount enemy sacreds. Are there 2 of them here? Just the one. Okay. And then we get another ping on Shenu in the Farseer Mountains. This time it's a lot more dieback of mono. Still a little bit of a mob out in front for along with this Omukade. He's got a death poison venomous bite. Hits really hard and then does the death poison. So very dangerous, very scary even, has fear. It's a Shinu national summon. And then combined with a bunch of lance catchers and Evo bait. And then we've got a Bakemono sorcerer here with elemental armor. Gives a bunch of resists. And then has the flask of holy water, so it's blessed. So it gets all of this stuff as well. And yeah, unaging on Shinu is really nice. This guy's also twice spawned in his Earth 4. Let's see the buffs. Earth power and iron skin. So we'll have to see what that guy ends up doing. And then we've got a battle in Cliff Coast. Chaka attacking, yes. Ryan pinging, yes. Not seeing much. Yes attacking Small C. Another GSS thug, this time killing a bunch of ichthyds. Should be fine. Yeah. Then in Caverns of Gnek, we've got a small group of knights. I think it's mercs, but they're going up against not much. They've got some other garbage coming with. I mean, he could have manually recruited these. We'll have to check. Then Agartha storming Loreborough. There shouldn't be anything inside, since this was part of a diplomatic agreement. Yeah, loses a few things. That's fine. Drain 2 and Misfortune 1. Woof. Alright. Dark Rent? Huh. Not familiar with that word in that context. Alright, and then we have a night attack killing some Shinu stuff. And then I think this is a Gaia event. So checking out the underground, we've got the Pyrene raid here, Pythium raid here. And then the night attack is over here, preventing access to this lava lake. And we got Agartha going through this cave. So should see them take out the Sinos next turn. All right. So here we've got Yis doing a lot of raiding, very aggressive raiding on Oceania, locking down Kark, locking down Sea of Plenty. I imagine potentially they might want to try and lock down Oceania itself. At that point, Oceania is not collecting income. Unless the Siren, does it have like tax collector or something? I forget. Oh, that's yes. No, it's Chaos Recruitment. That's what that icon was. Yeah. So if they manage to lock down Oceania's cap, then Oceania is really dead. This throne is still just sitting here. I wonder if people realize how valuable it is. It's a 500 gold province, like right on line with a capital. Gives you access to a unique mage. And if it has some sites, it could be basically a capital, just with less population. Isle Ice. Wow, nice. Lifeless Lake. Alright. So, yes, making a lot of progress after their big victory. Where was this? You bumped Agartha up here? I'm sorry, but this was a little ambitious. Probably should not be raiding up here without communicating with Agartha. Alright. But yes, is a little bit of a looter. At least in my opinion, based on their play style, so it tracks. Alright, then we've got Machaki here. They retook this lake. I think they're getting ready to maybe move on Cliff Coast. Maybe they can retake the coastline while Yes is distracted, and then Yes will have to counterattack to get it. We will see. But yeah, it's probably a good time to try and take Cliff Coast. Jotunheim, I mean, you know, this is going to take a while to crack again, but the hurlers are on the way. It still might take some time, even with those hurlers. Is that 30 of them? Might take a few turns. And then, but yeah, that was a big win for Jotunheim. He should be able to clean up this war pretty soon here, and then he'll be a free agent, which means he can interfere in the affairs of others. And then, yeah, let's check out the Pythium front. So getting ready, it looks like, to fight a battle with Pyrene here, or somewhere around here. And then we've got two Shinu stacks kind of threatening to go after Pythium's capital. So we'll see how that does. And then there's, I guess, still this small little group near the Pyrene border, so we'll have to see what they do. And I think that's most of it for this turn. We're right around 30 minutes. I'll show the graphs and then I'll probably cut it off here. So we got Agartha, we got Pythium, Shenu, Jotunheim. Yes, making a big recovery on provinces. For forts, it's all Shenu. Income, it's also Shenu. Pythium dropping some income here. I think Shenu 2v1ing Pythium to get rid of a big rival makes a lot of sense, especially since it seems like it would take Pyrene a long time to recover. And maybe if you help kill Pythium, then you can probably roll right into a war against Pyrene and win that. Gem income. Looks like Shenu again. We got some blood income. Research, it's a Pythium lead. Shenu and Pyrene both around the same level of tech. Dominion, Pythium. Army size, Pythium and Shenu are the two big ones, so this could potentially be the two largest armies in the game facing off. And yeah, I think that's it for this one. So I will go ahead and see you guys in the next one. Glad we had this really fun battle in, where was that? In Nabah. That was a lot of fun to watch. Basically GG for Nabah, but we'll wait until they're actually dead to wish them a good game. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a good one. Bye.